Here's another good example of why these machines are so good, is you can load them up at different loading points to make it harder for you. So if you load it up in the middle, it'll have quite an even arc of resistance from the most stretched part of the rep full way up to the fully contracted part of the rep. Whereas if you put it at the top, it'll have the most resistance at the start when you're most stretched, and if you load it up at the bottom, then you have the most resistance when you're at the most contracted part of the rep. So this is another reason why these sort of machines are great, because they're so adaptable and changeable, and you can get so much more out of your sessions just by doing these little things and changing the resistance profile of the machine. Something else I'm going to do as well is I'm going to change the angle of this so that it's a little bit lower. I found that because my angle was so steep on the bench that it was closing the angle of my arm and therefore get my biceps more engaged than I want them to be engaged. I want to make sure my primary mover on this is my rhomboids and lats. And if I'm closing the angle on my arm, then I'm going to get my biceps more involved. So just by putting that down and making this angle a bit shallower, you'll get more engagement on your back and less engagement on your biceps.